Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, me versus Hodor, one of the most easily intimidating Terrans in the world. You're probably wondering how I win. I don't. I lose. Okay. Here we go. Which is funny because I was on, as you know, a massive losing streak against Terran again tonight. And so I was on a massive Terran losing streak and then run into him. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, you're killing me. You're killing me. And the Terran that I had just played before him, NG blocked me in my natural on the same map because it was like 3 or 4 Terran in a row all on the same map with me on the same side. And they're all ZvTs. Okay. And some of them were even randoms. But they were all ZvT, same map, with both of us on the same side. So I had just been NG blocked by the prior guy, and so I was kind of getting my build down a little bit better. And so I started going...
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. That's because, and I was talking about this yesterday, the day before, sometimes our Lings and Reapers go past each other. Sometimes the Lings and Reapers attack each other, and sometimes it's a mixture of both. And if I had A-moved that time, I would have got him. But sometimes it's like a combination. But see, that time, it was the right move. Because I actually got the SCV, and I got that command center at Half-Life. And I got the Reaper anyway. So... and he screwed himself. I don't know if you saw that. But he was trying to get the SCVs down there. And...
It's a long...
Yeah. Now, there's a funny thing about those. That probably should have killed my entire Ling line. And for some reason, the flames only hit the first 3. And that time, they only hit the first 3 also. I don't know why. It's not like those things have a limit of only hitting 3 units at a time. Well, I wish they did. But they don't. So I'm like, come on, man, Santa.
Oh.
And he doesn't get the cancel off. And I've been noticing that's been happening more and more lately. And I don't know if they're just in denial, or if it's because they're macroing, or because they don't realize that I ever killed the SCV, but that's why it's so important to kill the SCV. But when I killed that, he was flipping his racks in factory. So I think they just genuinely don't notice. So 5 Banes is the right number, never ever 4. You'll lose with 4. 5 is the right number. I go with 7. Always go for the upgraded supply depot, even if they have it sunk. Blow up the damn thing. That supply blocks the shit up. I usually send 4 Lings to the worker line. And then I usually send 4 Lings to the reactor. There. I didn't get it perfectly this time.
Oh.
Again, very lucky that the flames don't do friendly damage.
Yep.
Burn, reactor, burn! So, this is like the miracle factory. Right here. If you're gonna buy lotto tickets, this factory should buy lotto tickets. I was like screaming. I think you remember this, because I'm like, what? This is worse than when I'm like a Bane short on like a bunker. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And then he stops repairing the damn thing. And then I'm like, I'm going to trick him. And so I put 2 on the bottom of it, and then I ran 2 up there. That was enough to get the damn thing. So I'm like, it's game. It's game. Look at the timer. It's not game. That is so many. And you were telling me like something about they can still get a bunch of Hellions, mass Hellion.
Yeah, I said Hellion Cyclone.
Yep, Hellion Cyclone. And so I was trying to trap him right there, and he's trying to make sure that I can't trap him right there. And sure enough, he gets into a corner. I'm like, he's getting into a corner, you bastard. And then there's the repair SCV, which is smart. You know, most Terran do not know that you can repair your units. He does know that. So they're kind of like mutts. Like I try to get them like 1 down at a time. And that's how I deal with them. Just 1 at a time. 1 at a time.
Yeah.
Barely. And then this is when I notice, I'm like, hey, he's not killing my overlords. That's kind of nice. But I didn't really think too much of it. And then I'm like, I stay now. What do I do? I gotta go to tier 2. Hydra Lurker. I don't want to go Hydra Lurker and lose.
You did good against the Hellions, but if you had switched to Hellbats, then I would have said Banelings. Or Roaches,
Yeah.
but Lings are okay-ish against the Cyclones if you have the numbers. But Lings are not good against Hellbats, obviously.
Yes.
They're not even great against Hellions if you have the Hellion numbers. He just keeps losing on his Hellions enough times that you can have more Lings against Hellions.
Yes, and thankfully, Lings are just slightly cheaper enough to where as long as I stay favorable bases and favorable worker numbers, that I can just, and as long as I don't do really horrible engagements, and as long as he doesn't have like magic Hellion placement, I see that by the way, because he doesn't kill that one either. I can keep his Hellion numbers down. However, there was that one game where the guy did his Hellions in like a little Y shape that magically obliterated a Ling line that was that big in like 1 shot somehow. And, so besides that bullshit,
Oh goodness.
yes, see, I tried to sucker him up there, and oh my gosh, Cyclones take so many hits to kill from Lings. If you don't get us around, it's horrible. So yeah, I was trying to sneak him up there and then trick him into the sandwich again, which is the only way to kill that. Gotta have 3 times the numbers. Otherwise you won't get the surround and they'll kite you and kill you. So, and still, even with 2 runs up there, I still don't kill nearly the amount I need. But that's when I notice that Timuts will be to solution. That's what happens when you don't have enough Lings. I got a bunch of Hellions, but look at that Cyclone.
You still got like 1 Cyclone.
Oh, I did.
Cyclones are, yeah, you still got at least 1 of them. Cyclones are freaking expensive units.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're like 150, 150.
Holy cow.
No, they're 150, 100, sorry.
I can't even think. What's that, like, corruptor prices?
Yeah, it's almost siege tank prices. It's pretty close. 150, 100 compared to 150, 125.
Damn, siege tanks are so expensive.
Yeah, well, I mean, siege tanks are only 25 gas more than a cyclone. Other than that, they're the same.
Yeah.
They're the same build time, they're the same supply, same mineral cost.
Yeah,
The
which is
difference is that
funny.
you can build cyclones on a frickin' reactor.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's funny because Zerg doesn't have anything close to that besides obviously Ultras. But then Protoss is like half the units are that expensive, and they suck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Immortals used to be great. Make Immortals great again.
Colossus. Colossus used to be great.
Yeah.
Why?
Classes are alright against Bioterran.
So
Nothing else.
he just loses
GG.
everything.
Yeah.
He has to pull all the way back. Not that he would have been able to make that, because I was planning. Planning for him to push into that. But I'm like, where is his main? And I'm like, kill the factories. Yes. Oh, and he was researching Blue Flame. Naughty, naughty. So I ran.
Oh, he does not. Just
Oh,
barely.
did that cancel it entirely?
Yep. Yep. Wah, wah.
Oh, horrible luck. So I ran Lings into the natural at the same time, and I had ran Lings into this at the same time. And I didn't do that to try to kill anything or try to do a three-way prong push. I did that to know where this was. Do you think this is GG though?
I think it was GG the second the Mutas flew into the natural.
That could be GG though right there. I think it only takes 3 of those to kill my entire mud ball, doesn't it? Or is it 2?
I thought it was like 5. It's one can one-shot one mutt, but it's the splash. In fact, I can show you a game of the splash killing the mutt ball. This is the one that I was lagging out.
Oh,
No, what I got. Yeah, I'll show you that game, I guess.
Oh, damn it! That was so close. So that's what I was talking about blind running Lings. But he is not gonna work on. It's not gonna work on him. But almost, it was that close though.
Oh,
So
wow!
that's what.
Just up there.
Yeah. But that last one, I didn't see that last one. But thankfully, oh my gosh, if he had.
I think it's like 5. I mean, if he had left all of those burrowed, and you ran into all of them, then maybe.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I knew they were there.
yeah.
And so I was waiting for the beams, which is why I have my little detector. I was waiting for the beams, but I saw them unburrowed, and so I just face planted right in. But then I didn't see the last one. I was like, shit. I'm like, it's only one there, and I sent it in. I'm like, was that a trick? Was it? Is he fucking with me? Okay. Because I thought for sure. Like,
Oh goodness! Please leave.
I thought for sure he was fucking with me. So I got my
Funny,
little.
at this point, he shouldn't be trying to research Blue Flame anymore. Not that he is, but I mean, he should be trying to research something. But he should actually just be going for
So even this,
quick burn.
I thought even this could wipe me, but that's not enough. That's not enough. But I sack my Lings into it anyway.
Didn't have any, I mean, the mutas are obviously good, but we didn't have any bangs. With the banding
No,
yeah.
I didn't have any. GG. I didn't have any Banes because I was. And I think I didn't research roly poly on this one. You know, in a bunch of my other games, I was doing that, but not this one because I was keeping the speed. I was keeping the speedlings throughout the whole thing because I was using them for scouting. So I didn't have any because he wasn't going like any Marines. And I don't.
Yeah, the picking against Hellions are nuts.
Oh, I know.
Or even Widow Mines, actually. I mean,
That's
clumped
true.
up, they're obviously not too good against Widow Mines, but if you can get on top of them, then you can just kill them. Because they're actually fairly low hit points.
That's true, and I do use them to try to inadvertently blow up widow mines if I know they're in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that time I just kind of I knew I could do it with the speeds.
Yeah.
But no, that would have been good if I could have got a fourth. I probably would have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I'd researched roly poly. I do that in a bunch of my other games. However, I also lose all those games. And I lose all those games because I don't go mutts. And I try to go Hydra Lurker instead. When I think that I'm getting so sick and tired of this. Like Mutiling Bane is so good versus Terran that Hydra Lurker or like Hydra Bane Lurker. Well, Hydra Bane Lurker is pointless, and Hydra Lurker is all they have to do is siege tank you, and
Hydra Lurker Bane against Protoss who don't Sky Toss.
yes, exactly, and that works amazing. Versus Terran, Mech Terran is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Bio Terran, it's hilarious. Versus Mech Terran,
Yeah.
it's horrible. You got to do Mutiling Bane versus Mech Terran.
Anyway, but yeah, so good job. But my only things are roly poly, which you say you get, so good. But yeah, roly poly.
I get
Bane's,
those, but I need to do Mutiling Bane when I do that, and not Hydra Lurker
Well,
Bane.
yeah, do eat in this game except with the Banes and roly poly.
Yeah.
And but other than that, yeah, good. And then the last thing is also when you're going Ling heavy styles, which I know you like, then upgrades for Lings are pretty much as important as they are for upgrades for Marines, because Marines do damage like every 0.0 seconds, and Lings do damage like every 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And so when they do 5 damage every 0.5 seconds, then 6 damage every 0.5 seconds is a lot more.
Yeah, especially
And
versus
so,
buildings.
yeah, versus buildings, but even versus like Marines, which
Yeah.
anything really. I mean, anything.
I can't believe I don't have an Evo chamber this match either, which is funny because the other 5 horrible Terran games I had, well, actually I think I won. No, because I had like 6 or 7 Terran games. I think I won 1 or 2 of them. I have Evo chambers in all of them, but yeah, I don't. And only in one of them I get upgrades, and it was like the Ultra game that I just get destroyed. But yeah, I need to be doing that. It's getting that right freaking composition down.
Yeah.
Because every Terran does their composition just slightly different.
And the other thing is, straight from the mouth of Vibe, who is a very notable, respectable Zerg. And maybe even Pig as well. I think Pig did a couple videos on upgrades, but anyway, +1 melee fiddlings and for anything else that can use them, ultras and whatnot. And then +1 and eventually +2, 2/2, 1/1 and 2/2 for Telings in ZvT if that's what you're going for, is like a Mutiling Bane style or any kind of Ling style. It's 1/1 into 2/2 into 3/3 blah blah, but it's both of them. And then versus Protoss, if they're more adept heavy or Archon heavy or anything heavy really, then unless you're going for like Roach Hydra or like Ling into Roach Hydra, then the Carapace isn't really worth it because Lings get 2 shot by adepts and 1 shot by Archons, no matter their Carapace. Yeah, so the Claw's good, Carapace not good unless you're going Roach Hydra.
Yes.
So, yeah. And then Zerg, I don't know, probably 1-1, I guess. The ZvT Me.
Yes.
Anyway, so I have one more replay for you.
Yeah.
G, and that was a really great game. Mech games are always freaking weird.
They are. They are weird, and they're totally different from bio games. You have to go completely. You might as well be playing a different race.
Yeah.
When you're playing them.
Well,
So yeah, but I can see why this guy is like 6-7 times prior diamond, multiple time prior master and crap, because like most Terran when they hang on do really stupid things, but it was a really good game. I usually still massive respect for this guy. So yeah. Wow.